Hi students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I'm Sunil Mirwani and today we'll be doing this chapter called as vectors. Take down a sum please. In triangle ABC, P divides BC, P divides BC internally in the ratio of 3:4. P divides BC internally in the ratio of 3:4 and Q divides CA internally in the ratio of 5:3. AP and BQ intersect at G. AP and BQ intersect at G. Find the position vector of G. Find the position vector of G. CG intersects AB at R. CG intersects AB at R. Find the ratio in which R divides AB. Find the ratio in which R divides AB. Now let us assume that A vector, B vector, C vector, P vector, Q vector, R vector and G vector are the position vectors of A, B, C, P, Q, R and G. Right? Let's assume that these are the position vectors of these points. Now, they've given you that P divides BC internally in 3:4. If P divides BC internally in the ratio of 3:4, then by internal section formula, guys, see this: 3C plus 4B. So 3C plus 4B upon 3 plus 4, P vector will be 3C vector plus 4B vector upon 3 plus 4, right, which is nothing but 3C vector plus 4B vector upon 3 and 4, so that is going to be 7. So I can therefore say that 7P vector is 3C vector plus 4B vector. Call this as equation 1. Similarly, they give me that Q divides CA internally in 5:3, right? So I can say that Q vector is nothing but 5A vector plus 3C vector upon 5 plus 3, so which is nothing but 5A vector plus 3C vector upon 8. Cross multiply, I'll get 8Q vector is 5A vector plus 3C vector. Call that as equation 2. Now they've asked me to find out the ratio in which they've asked me to find out the position vector of G. Now if you see the figure, G is nothing but the intersection of AP and BQ, right? I want AP and BQ in the answer. If I want AP and BQ in the answer, I'll say that AP and BQ, I'll say subtract equation 1 and 2. If I subtract equation 1 and 2, I'll get 7P vector minus 8Q vector is 3C vector plus 4B vector minus 5A vector minus 3C vector. Since I want A and P together, I'll get A and P together, so I'll get 5A vector plus 7P vector, right? Plus 3C minus 3C gets cancelled. I'll take the Q on the other side, so I'll get 4B vector plus 8Q vector, right? 7 plus 5 is 12, so I'll say divide by 12. If I divide by 12, I'll get 5A vector plus 7P vector upon 12 is 4B vector plus 8Q vector upon 12, right? Now 12 can be written as 5a vector plus 7p vector upon 12. 12 can be written as 5 plus 7. 4b vector plus 8q vector upon 12. 12 can be written as 4 plus 8. Right? Let us assume that this is equal to g vector. Right? Therefore, I can say that G divides AP. Now, if I'm saying AP, I have to read the ratio in reverse direction. G divides AP internally because there's a plus sign. Internally in 7:5. G divides BQ internally in the ratio of 8:4. 8:4 is nothing but 1:2, right? So what have they asked you to find out? You have to find out, we found out the ratio in which the G divides. They have asked you to find out the position vector of G. Now I can say that
there will be 2:1.
Yeah, sorry, that will be 2:1. They've asked me to find out the position vector of G. So I can say G vector is 5a vector plus 7p vector upon 12. So I can say that G vector is 7p vector from equation 1 can be substituted as 3c vector plus 4b vector upon 12. Right? So that is going to be my position vector of G. Next, that means I can say therefore this is 5a vector plus 4b vector plus 3c vector upon 12. That's my position vector of G. Next, they've asked you to find the ratio in which CG bisects AB. Right? Now, from this equation I can say 12G vector is 5a vector plus 4b vector plus 3c vector. I want A and B together. So I can say 12G vector minus 3c vector is 5a vector plus 4b vector. Right? Divide by 9. If I divide by 9, I'll get 12G vector minus 3c vector upon 9 is 5a vector plus 4b vector upon 9. Right? 9 can be written as 12 minus 3. So this is 12G vector minus 3c vector upon 12 minus 3 is 5a vector plus 4b vector upon 5 plus 4. Let us assume that this is equal to R vector. Therefore, I can say that R divides CG. Since there is a minus sign, therefore externally in. If I'm saying CG, if I'm reading the ratio this way, if I'm reading the alphabet this way, I should read the ratio in reverse direction. So that will be 12:3, which is nothing but 4:1. I can also say that R divides AB internally in AB. So that is going to be 4:5. So that's how you will do the sum. Fine. Next. So we found out the ratio and we found out the position vector of G. Next. Let's move on to the next sum, guys. U vector is minus I vector minus 2j vector plus k vector. V vector is 3i vector plus k vector. W vector is equal to j vector plus k vector. Find u vector plus w vector dot u vector cross v vector cross v vector cross w vector. Right? Now when you have a dot and a cross in the same equation, then that is called as scalar triple product. Okay? Now let's see how do we find out scalar triple product. First let's find out the individual values. You want to find out u vector plus w vector. u is minus I minus 2j plus k plus w plus j plus k. So this is going to be minus I minus j, right, plus 2k minus wait we have w vector is j vector, just make that correction, j vector minus k vector, w vector is j vector minus k vector, so this will become minus I vector minus j vector. Okay, next let's find out u vector cross v vector. U vector cross v vector is I j k u minus 1 minus 2 1. Since I'm finding cross product, I have to find it using determinants, right? V 3 0 1, right? This can be written as I vector. Now since I'm taking I vector, I cannot take the first row in the first column, so this is minus 2 minus 0 minus j vector minus 1 minus 3, principal diagonal minus the other diagonal, plus k vector 0 minus into minus plus 6, so this is minus 2I vector minus 4 plus 4j vector plus 6k vector. Fine. Now next you have to find out v vector cross w vector, cross product I j k. V vector is 3 0 1 and w vector is 0 1 minus 1, right? So in that case you will have I vector, this is principal diagonal minus the other diagonal, minus j vector minus 3 minus 0 plus k vector 3 minus 0. This is minus I vector plus 3j vector plus 3k vector. Now how do you find out scalar triple product of vectors? You want to find out u vector plus w vector dot u vector cross v vector cross v vector cross w vector. What you have to do is scalar triple product is found out by using determinants where the first row, which was ijk, is substituted with the coefficients of the first number that is given here. For example, here you have u plus w, so minus 1 0. U cross v is minus 2 4 6. V cross w minus 1 3 3. Right? So in that case, let's solve this. This is going to be nothing but minus 1, 4 3s are 12, minus 6 3s are 18. Minus of minus 1, this is minus 6, minus into minus, plus 6, plus 0. I need not write the bracket because if this term is 0, automatically the multiplicative bracket for this will be 0. So this is minus 1 into minus 6, this term becomes 0, so answer is 6. Right? Next, let's see another sum, guys. A vector is I minus 2j, B vector is pi vector minus 5j vector plus 3k vector. C vector is 5i vector minus 9j vector plus 4k vector. Right? Are coplanar. Find P. Then we knew that these three vectors are coplanar, you have to find P. If the three vectors are coplanar, if the vectors are coplanar, then its scalar triple product should be 0. I'll say that since A vector, B vector, C vector are coplanar, Therefore, scalar triple product A dot B cross C should be 0. How do I find out scalar triple product? By using determinants. I is 1, J is minus 2, K is 0, P minus 5, 3, 5 minus 9, 4 is 0, right? Now, this can be written as 1, this is
You get A dot B cross C.
if I've said that if 3 vectors are coplanar, then its scalar triple product will be 0. That's a property. If 3 vectors are coplanar, if they are in the same plane, then its scalar triple product will be equal to 0. And this is how you write scalar triple product. Question, sir, suppose if I write the cross here and dot there, does it make a difference? No. You can write the dot and the cross wherever you want. Okay. Now this is going to be minus 20, minus into minus plus 9 3s are 27, minus into minus 2, this is 4p minus 15 plus 0. So this is going to be nothing but 7 plus 2, 4p minus 15 should be equal to 0. So I can say 7 plus 8p minus 30 is 0. So you will get 8p is minus 23 is 0. Therefore you will get 8p is equal to 23, p is equal to 23 upon 8. Right? Take on next sum please. If the origin is at O, if the origin is at O, and A is 1, 2, 3, B is 2, 3, 4, and P is x, y, z are coplanar, prove that x minus 2y plus z is 0. Right? They've given you that these 4 points are coplanar. You have to prove that x minus 2y plus z is 0. Now, I'll say since the 4 points are coplanar, OA vector will be nothing but I vector minus plus 2j vector plus 3k vector. OB vector will be nothing but 2i vector plus 3j vector plus 4k vector. I'm just using the coefficients of A, B and C guys. OC vector will be nothing but xi vector plus yj vector plus zk vector. Right? Now, once I have this, then I can say that 6 points O, A, B, C are coplanar. Therefore, scalar triple product of OA vector dot OB vector cross OC vector should be 0. Since the points are coplanar, therefore their scalar triple product should be equal to 0. Now, OA vector can be written as 1, 2, 3. OB can be written as 2, 3, 4. And x, y, z is going to be equal to 0. Now solve the determinant. If I solve the determinant, this is going to be 1, 3z minus 4y minus 2, 2z minus 4x plus 3, 2y minus 3x is 0. Right? This can be written as 3z minus 4y minus 4z minus into minus plus 8x plus 6y minus 9x is 0. Right? So in that case, you're going to get (8x minus 9x) is minus x, minus 4y plus 6y will give you plus 2y, and plus 3z minus 4z will give you minus z is 0, right? Take minus sign common, so I'll get x minus 2y plus z is 0. Take minus on the other side, I'll get x minus 2y plus z is 0, and that's what you have to do, right? Next, let's move on to the next one, guys. Show that the points 2 comma minus 1 comma 1, 4 comma 0 comma 3, 1 comma 1 comma 1, and 2 comma 4 comma 3 are coplanar. Now, take one point to be common. First, let's find out, say, AB vector. AB vector will be nothing but B vector minus A vector.
These points are coplanar.
I have to prove that they are coplanar. They've given you 4 points. I have to prove that these points are coplanar. So this will be 4 minus 2, that is 2i vector, 0 minus of minus 1 plus j vector, 3 minus 1 plus 2k vector. So AB vector will be nothing but 2i vector plus j vector plus 2k vector. Next, let's find out AC vector. Will be nothing but C vector minus A vector, 1 minus 2 minus I vector, 1 minus 1 minus of minus 1 plus 2j vector, 1 minus 1, 0. So this is going to be nothing but minus I plus 2j vector. Then AD vector. AD vector will be D vector minus A vector. So this is going to be 2 minus 2, 0, 4 minus of minus 1, 5j, 3 minus 1, 2k. Now if I want to prove that they are coplanar, I have to first find out their scalar total product. So I'll say consider AB vector dot AC vector cross AD vector will be nothing but 2, 1, 2, minus 1, 2, 0, 0, 5, minus 2. Right? Let's try solving this, people. This can be written as 2. This is minus 4, minus 0, minus 1, 2 minus 0, plus 2, minus 5, minus 0. So this is minus 8, minus 2.
So how do you get 4? How do you get 4?
2 into minus 2, right? So this is going to be 5j, this is plus 2k. 3 minus 1 is 2, so this is plus 2k. Let's do this calculation again. This is going to be 2, 4 minus 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 0, plus 2, minus 5, minus 0. So this is 8 plus 2 minus 10, which is 0. Guys, just see this. AD vector, which was D vector minus A vector, is 5j plus 2k. Okay. Now, as AB vector dot AC vector cross AD vector is 0, therefore AB vector, AC vector and AD vector are coplanar. Now if these vectors are coplanar, then the points which form these vectors also have to be coplanar. Therefore points A, B, C, D are coplanar. Right? Next, let's see the next one, guys. A is 1 comma 1 comma 1, B is 2 comma 1 comma 3, C is 3 comma 2 comma 2, D is 3 comma 3 comma 4. Right? Find the volume of the parallelepiped. Find volume of parallelepiped with AB vector, AC vector and AD vector as concurrent edges. Now, let's see this. AB vector. AB vector will be nothing but B vector minus A vector. 2 minus 1, that is I. 1 minus 1, 0. 3 minus 1, 2. K vector. G was 0. Right? Next, AC vector is C vector minus A vector. That is 3 minus 1, 2I. 2 minus 1. Plus J, 2 minus 1 plus K vector. AD vector is D vector minus C vector. 3 minus 1, 2I, 3 minus 1, 2J, 4 minus 1, 3K. Right? They've asked me to find out the volume of the parallelepiped. I can say that volume of parallelepiped. Volume of parallelepiped is given by the formula scalar triple product of vectors is nothing but AB vector dot AC vector cross AD vector. So this is going to be AB 1 0 2 2 1 1 2 2 3. Right? Now let's find this out. This can be written as 1 3 minus 2 minus 0. I need not solve that, plus 2, 4 minus 2. So this is 1 minus 0 plus 2 into 2. 1 plus 4, 5 cubic units. So the volume of the parallelepiped is going to be 5 cubic units. Fine, do we get this in here? Next, take our next one please. Find the volume of tetrahedron. Find the volume of tetrahedron whose vertices are. Find the volume of tetrahedron whose vertices are 3, 7, 4. 5, minus 2, 3. Minus 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3. Right? Now, first let's find out AB vector. AB vector is going to be nothing but B vector minus A vector 5 minus 3, 2 minus 2 minus 7 minus 9 3 minus 4 minus K. So AB vector is going to be nothing but 2I vector minus 9J vector minus K vector. Next, let's find out AC vector minus, this is going to be C vector minus A vector minus 4 minus 3 minus 7I vector 5 minus 7 minus 2J vector 6 minus 4 plus 2K vector. Next, let's find out AD vector is B vector minus A vector 1 minus 3 minus 2I vector 2 minus 7 minus 5J vector 3 minus 4 minus K vector. Right? So I have all the three vectors. Now let me just first find out scalar triple product. Why? I'll show you. This first, let's find out scalar triple product of AB vector dot AC vector cross AD vector will be nothing but 2 minus 9 minus 1 minus 7 minus 2 2 minus 2 minus 5 minus 1. Now this can be written as 2. This is going to be 2 plus 10 minus of minus 9, 7 plus 4 plus minus 1, 7 5s are 35 minus 4. So in that case this is going to be 2 into 12, that is going to be 24 plus 9 into 11, 99 minus 31, right? So this is 24, this is 24, so 7, 99 minus 7, 92, right? So that comes to 92. Now volume of tetrahedron. Volume of tetrahedron is given as 1/6 scalar triple product of vectors. So AB dot AC cross AD, right? 1/6 of 92, right? 1/6 of 92 is nothing but 46 upon 3 cubic units, right? Next, let's see another sum, guys. Prove that A vector plus B vector, B vector plus C vector, C vector plus A vector is equal to twice A vector, B vector, C vector. Now when you have three vectors written in a square bracket, that indicates scalar triple product of vectors. When you have three vectors written in a square bracket, that indicates scalar triple product of vectors. Let's start with LHS, guys. LHS is A vector plus B vector, B vector plus C vector, C vector plus A vector. This can be written as A vector plus B vector dot B vector plus C vector cross C vector plus A vector. This is A vector plus B vector dot, let's solve this first. This is going to be B cross C plus B cross A plus C cross C plus C cross A. Normal simple expansion. First I multiplied B vector with the second bracket, then I multiplied C vector with the second bracket. Now cross product of two identical vectors is 0. So this is going to be A vector plus B vector dot, this is B cross C plus B cross A plus 0 plus C cross A. Now do your expansion. This can be written as, first multiply A vector with the whole thing. This is going to be A vector dot B cross C plus A vector dot B cross A plus A vector dot C cross A plus B vector dot B cross C plus B vector dot B cross A plus B vector dot C cross A. Right, so this is going to be A vector dot B vector cross C vector. Now in scalar triple product, if two vectors are identical, then the value of scalar triple product is 0. In scalar triple product, if two vectors are identical, then the value of scalar triple product is 0. Look at this, two vectors are identical here, therefore scalar triple product 0. Two vectors are identical here, scalar triple product 0. Two vectors are identical here, scalar triple product is 0. Two vectors are identical here, scalar triple product is 0. B dot C cross A. This is A vector dot B vector cross C vector plus. Scalar triple product is a scalar product. Since it is a scalar product, I can write it in any order. It's not a vector or product, therefore the order of arrangement is not important. So this B dot C cross A can be written as A dot B cross C, right, which is twice A dot B cross C, which can be written as twice A vector, B vector, C vector, which is my RHS. Right? Next, let's see another sum, guys. C vector is 3a vector minus 2b vector. Show that a vector, b vector, c vector is 0 if angle between a vector and b vector is pi by 4. Find c square. First of all, let's start. Now, LHS. LHS is a vector, b vector, c vector. This is nothing but a vector dot b vector cross c vector. But they have given me the value of c vector. This can be written as a vector dot b vector cross 3a vector minus 2b vector. So this is going to be a vector dot. This can be written as 3b vector cross a vector minus 2b vector cross b vector. Cross product of two identical vectors is 0. So that means this is going to be a vector dot 3b vector cross a vector minus 0. This is 3a vector dot b vector cross a vector. In scalar triple product, if two vectors are identical, the value of scalar triple product is 0. So the first part is proved. Next, the second part of the sum. C vector is given to you as 3a vector minus 2b vector. Right? Squaring. If I square both the sides, then I'll get c vector dot c vector is 3a vector minus 2b vector dot 3a vector minus 2b vector. Right? So this will be c vector dot c vector is magnitude of c vector the whole square, which is nothing but c square. This is 9a square minus 6a vector dot b vector minus 6a vector dot b vector plus 4b vector 4b square. Yes.
So that c vector and c vector will be 0.
Excuse me.
That
This c vector into this c vector.
Yeah.
Cross product of two identical vectors is 0. This is dot product. Right? So this is going to be c square is equal to 9a square minus 12a vector dot b vector plus 4b square. Right? Now dot product of two vectors is nothing but the magnitude of two vectors and the cos of the angle between them. Therefore, I can say that c square is equal to 9a square minus 12 magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector and cos of the angle between them plus 4b square. Right? Now, this can be written as c square is 9a square minus 12 ab if I move from vector form. Cos theta. Theta is given to you as pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 plus 4b square. So c square is 9a square minus 12ab. Cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 means cos 45. Cos 45 is nothing but 1 by root 2 plus 4b square. Therefore, I can say c square is 9a square minus 12 upon root 2 is 6 root 2 ab plus 4b square. That will be my value of c square. Right? Next, let's consider another sum. Show that a vector minus b vector dot b vector minus c vector cross c vector minus a vector is equal to 2a vector dot b vector cos c vector is true only when a vector, b vector, c vector are coplanar. You have to prove that this equation is true only when a vector, b vector, c vector are coplanar. Let us assume that a vector, b vector and c vector are coplanar. I am assuming this. If they are coplanar, that means the scalar triple product of these three vectors should be 0. Now let's find out the scalar triple product. I can say that a vector minus b vector dot B vector minus C vector cross C vector minus A vector should be, let's find out this value LHS. This can be written as A vector minus B vector dot, open the bracket, this is nothing but B cross C minus B cross A minus C cross C minus into minus plus C cross A, right? This can be written as A vector minus B vector dot B cross C minus B cross A, C cross C, cross product of two identical vectors is 0, plus C cross A, open the brackets and simplify, this is A dot B cross C minus A dot B cross A plus A dot C cross A minus B dot B cross C minus into minus plus B dot B cross A minus B dot C cross A, right? This can be written as A vector dot B vector cross C vector. Scalar triple product, two vectors are identical, the value of scalar triple product is 0, plus scalar triple product, two vectors are identical 0, two vectors identical 0, two vectors identical 0, minus B vector dot C vector cross A vector. This is A vector dot B vector cross C vector minus, this can be rearranged as A vector dot B vector cross C vector, which is 0, right? Now, that means I can say that, but they have given me that, therefore I can say that if A vector, B vector, C vector are coplanar, 0 should be equal to 2, we'll write this later, write this as a conclusion line. So I got 0 is equal to 2A vector dot B vector cross C vector. They have given me this statement, so I found out the left hand side of the statement to be 0. So 0 will be equal to 2A vector dot B vector cross C vector, takes 2 on the other side, so 0 is A vector dot B vector cross C vector. That means the scalar triple product is 0. So if the three vectors are coplanar, then the scalar triple product is 0. So if I do converse of this, I found out that the scalar triple product is 0. Therefore, I can say that A vector, B vector, C vector are coplanar. Right? Okay. We'll stop this here for the day. Thank you very much.